Okay guys, let's see what is a dry pump and a wet pump. So first of all, the machine is with the correct boiler pressure right now. I left the machine on for a few minutes. You can see at the start of the video that the group head temperature was around 40 and something. The machine cooled down after I made a few tests with it. I just built this one. And I started the machine again, and we can see that after the boiler pressure went almost 0.8, 0.9 bar, the group head temperature begins slowly to rise. So wet pump or dry pump, why do we do it? Well, it's very simple. I want to make the shot right now, correct? So I want the group head a lot hotter than 58, right? 58.4 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit means 137 right now. Okay, a wet pump will bring the group head temperature extremely fast to 80, maybe towards 90. We have the titanium Bong isolator right here. This is the original isolator that we created. And a wet pump means that I will let the water run through the group head. Let's remove the portafilter. A dry pump means that I want to get the water from the boiler into the group head, but without letting water going through the shower screen, or just very, very small amounts of water. Okay, so let's do a few dry pumps. We are right now at 59.3 Celsius or 138.9 Fahrenheit. Okay, let's go to Celsius. We feel resistance from the lever, right? Because of the pressure, back pressure from the boiler, right? So I'm beginning to move the lever a little bit up. There you go. So slowly getting water from the boiler to the group head. You can do this a lot faster, you know, do like this. And as you can see, the group head temperature rises, right? So this is a dry pump. Actually, a dry pump is where you feel, there you go. There you go, very little water. So actually the dry pump can be done a lot higher, just a few drops, no water consumption, right? And we are at 80 degrees Celsius. Let's zoom a little bit. Or actually it's visible. 82, 83. We can start the shot. So these were dry pumps. Wet pumps, it just go directly here. Fresh water from the boiler going directly through the group head. You can see how much it rises with the wet pump. I just made 2 short wet pumps. This is how fast the group head heats up. So this is the coffee sensor group head thermometer. I attached it with a spring. It means you can put it on the left, on the right. Usually La Pavoni never wants this, users never want the thermometer right under the lever arm. We usually need it to the left or right. So 89, right? If we leave the machine like this on, due to the isolator, again, this is the titanium. If it would have been a peak version, right? The polymer version, the thermal cut would be a lot better. I think the temperatures would have been a lot lower than 90. Recovery also is a lot faster. Remember that with peak isolator and not the titanium. Titanium doesn't have the isolation the peak has, but it's usually for lighter users that don't make a lot of espresso shots, consecutive espresso shots. So guys, this is what I wanted to show exactly. A lot of people ask me about wet or dry pump. How do they do it? This is how you do it. This is a dry pump, and this is a wet pump. By the way, a lot of people post on the internet that having a isolator means consuming a lot of water with the wet pumps. I just showed you the reality, guys. So actually, you have close to zero or very, very little water consumption. People that tell you that the isolator is not good because of that, well, you have proof. This is the amount of water that I'm consuming with a wet pump, very short wet pump. You can do longer if you want a extremely fast temperature rising. If you want dry pumps are used, you know, to bring the temperature slower, a lot slower to the desired one. Again, very useful and usually used when we have an isolator installed between the boiler and the group head. Remember that. I over exaggerated right now due to the a lot of movement of the lever. You can see we are already at 96. It's just too hot for an espresso shot. Thank you, guys.